how's it going? I'm Grayson Todd, and welcome to another episode of Degraassi Dissected, where I dissect every single episode of Degrassi, the next generation. And my God, do I have an episode for you today. But first, we gotta get to episode 205. Hit the theme song. Whatever it takes, 388 episodes to go till I might explode. But I know I can make it through. I know I can make it through. We have covered a good amount of Degrassi episodes thus far, but there are still so goddamn many to go. We are only on the second season, the second out of 14, 15 plus next class. I can't even keep up at this point. Episode 205, Drive. This is another Craig focus episode, creating drama like Craig always does for what I would like to call Krama. Craig drama, Krama. We have Krama this episode, everybody.
It's cool. Before you were crying like a little baby. Shut up, man. I was crying because of your cheese fart. It was gross. Yeah, it was.
What were you guys doing?
Ashley in our B story just being the fucking worst.
Do you think I should get my belly button pierced? I've wanted to for a while. Come with me after school.
After school?
We start out with Joey, the smasher, Joey at his used car lot, or maybe it's a brand new car lot. I cannot tell. Early 2000 cars just automatically look dated. I would never discredit Joey's car dealership. He is a self-made man, and I think that is respectable in his condition. Apparently, he's getting a little fresh with the ladies.
Have a good weekend, boys.
I always thought the show built Joey up to be a dork.
I mean, it's even got a little bud vase and you put the flower in. It's peace, man. You look like a hippie.
Joey is smashing so is this episode claiming that Joey's just this really like hot stud, or is this Craig's delusion of him? I don't know when we're in Craig's mind if what we're seeing is actually real. Good at talking, he's charming, Emma's into him, Joey thinks he can do no wrong.
Come on, take the keys.
You mean driving?
Yes, just keep it on the lot. You'll be fine, all right?
Knowing everything that happens to Craig, it feels like the episode is very much hinting that his mental state and the lens that we're viewing it through is distorted. Like when Craig is in the classroom just waiting for school to be over so he can hang out with the boys, and the clock seems like it's going backwards, and we're very much directly in his POV. Degrassi is very subjective with their camera in the sense that you always know who's right, who's in the wrong, but it's never a different style for different characters. Why does Craig get special treatment? Especially from Joey, who is going away for the weekend to smash on us, leaving Craig the man of the house. What happened to Craig's dad? It doesn't matter. We don't care. We have moved on. His dad is a piece of shit. We moved on from that. And now it's time to chill with the boys. 3 rules.
If you want, you can invite some of your buds over. That's cool. But 3 ground rules. No drinking, no chicks, no parties. I mean it.
Got it. You can trust me.
So what does Craig do with this responsibility? Ask 5 different guys to hang out, an entire group of guys. That sounds like a party to me. And Craig makes the cardinal mistake of inviting Sean before he invites Jimmy.
So who else is on the guest list? You 3 plus Sean.
Ooh, you invited him? I'll take a pass.
Well, I can't uninvite him now.
The enemies got a lot of people trying to drain me of this energy.
We have Sean coming over. Oh, maybe I should see if Jimmy wants to hang out. Come on, Craig, use your intuition for 2 fucking seconds. We're a little bit bummed because the kid Elrich.
My dad's been working on Kid Elric tickets all week. He's pulled every string he has, and they're totally sold out.
Is it an H.P. Lovecraft themed rapper? Some musical act who does some sort of live performance that our group of friends would like to attend, but unfortunately, the tickets are sold out. It's a fucking dilemma. Do you get it? Then we check in with Ashley and her best friend Ellie, who have chemistry because, as we can see, Ashley has changed her entire look to correspond with Ellie. The short gothy hair, wearing black clothes, she's dark Ashley. You remember Buffy the Vampire Slayer with Willow with Dark Willow, and now she's evil and she needs someone to reel her back in. But wait, is Ashley as badass as she says she is?
Ashley, still interested? Because I have an opening tomorrow at 10.
Okay, sign me up.
Why is she pretending to be this cool gothy chick for Ellie? What connection do they have? Why are they friends? Do they like music? Do they like drawing? Do they watch anime? What the fuck? Ashley and Ellie are best friends now because Ellie's the weird outcast and Ashley, she sort of burned every other bridge, so who else is she gonna hang out with? Terry? F you. Ellie, she's getting her cartilage pierced. Boo! Straight in the cartilage. This is when Ashley gets the idea. You know what will really impress her? If I get my belly button pierced, because I care about impressing this one chick who doesn't really seem like she has a whole lot of physical standards in other people. I think Ellie's just like chill with anyone who's chill with her. Everything has to be about me. I'm Ashley. They let Marco speak this episode.
So who else is on the guest list? No party spit.
Girls.
No girls.
Booze.
No booze.
Donuts?
That we can do.
Then I'm there.
Sweet, this weekend is gonna be awesome, man. Yes. Oh, hey, Mr. Jeremiah. You really don't have a queen.
Fish. We get crackers?
No. Thanks, I'm set.
What, this is your dare? A prank phone call?
Are you scared of talking to a stranger?
Are you gonna kiss us now?
Shut up, Sean.
The mountain point's only 10 minutes away if you're running fast.
Oh, you're sick. That's disgusting.
Roger.
That's fun. He's definitely a different character than the breakdancer we saw a couple episodes back. He has a haircut. He looks a little bit older. Oh yeah, we mentioned that Marco kid. Let's just all plop him in here. Bop.
What's this? I go away for the weekend, you invite the whole school? You should have seen the looks on your faces. Come here. Weekend supplies, gentlemen.
Oh, yes.
Oh, basic 4 food groups. You've got chips.
Joey is a little prankster. Hey, what you doing with all those guys? A whole trunk full of chips. What kind of chips you like, boys? I got an entire fucking trunk full of them. He's a cool dad, okay? He's not a dork, he's not a loser, he's cool now. Where's the fedora? But this doesn't help the boys have a good time. They do not understand how to hang out as the boys. They're just sitting around playing fucking Uno and Goldfish. Spinner's brilliant idea is to go get Cheese Whiz. There's like 5 of you. Go play team sports. Foursquare, tetherball, the one with the fucking basket, and you have to throw it in the basket. Not basketball, but like the big basket, the big yellow bucket basket with the holes in it. What the fuck was that called? What was that called? Do anything. Do something. One of you has to have, I don't know, a GameCube? Just sitting around with nothing to do. What a fucking boring group of friends, if you ask me. On the other side, Ashley and Ellie, they go to the tattoo piercing shop, and of course, it's this dingy fucking shop. It's this dingy little dark shop in the middle of downtown. And it's kind of shady. You don't really want to go in there alone. You need a friend. And of course, the piercer is this big-ass biker-looking dude. Very nice. Very professional. I like how he presents the needle and he tells you exactly what he's doing and the sensations you're feeling as he's doing the procedure. But the aesthetic of the tattoo parlor is still there. where if you actually go to these places, usually just find a bunch of scrawny, geeky dudes. They're actually more clean than almost any store you can go into, but you can get your belly button pierced, but you're gonna have to have your mom sign a permission slip.
Parlor assumes no risk in case of infection.
Well, it is an invasive procedure. Don't worry, everything's sterilized.
My mom will not sign this.
If only I were 10 years younger.
I would be getting it all in that belly button. Ashley's mom signs off on it. Her big story arc, she goes to get her belly button pierced and she bitches out of it because it's scary. It's a big needle and Ashley, she's a little bitch and she can't even go through with it. Guess I'm not cool enough for you. And Ellie's like, oh, come on, silly.
You're my friend. You don't need a piercing to impress me.
This could be love.
You don't gotta get your belly button pierced to be cool to me. The hair's good enough for me. Why would I give two fucks if Ashley's scared of getting her belly button pierced? Like, the stakes are so low. I didn't know this was something she desired. I didn't know she felt insecure. This is all shit that's just being thrown at us this episode. The main meat of it is with the boys. Sean says some borderline homophobic remarks. Those stood out to me a little bit.
Yeah, let's call Jimmy.
What, do you miss your girlfriend?
I like you guys.
What, are you gonna kiss us now?
Shut up, Sean.
Well, you gonna kiss me now, Sean? You're so tough. But to be fair, at that age, that is very, very low-key homophobia. Whereas most of my friends were very, very outwardly homophobic. It's out of date for today's standards, but it's kind of progressive for back then.
I get total 100% freedom. I mean, he even let me drive.
You drove?
I forgot to mention that Craig's only 14. You could get a learner's permit at 14 in Alberta. I don't know if you guys know that. If you're in Alberta and you're 14 right now, you could have a learner's permit. Craig's bragging. He's like, yeah, Joey let me drive a car.
Man, it was a huge thing. It was the coolest thing I've ever done. It's sweet.
Bro, you gotta fucking drive us somewhere. Craig's like, all right, guys, let's go around the block. You guys are so lame. Just call someone a grade higher than you or someone that got held back. But they go to the car lot. They pick out a beater. And Craig doesn't know about the silent alarm. Smart guy, so he ignores the phone call from the security company. They take the car out. While they're driving, they hear a little ditty on the radio saying,
Find me in the Mixmobile. Answer a skill testing question, and you and 3 friends are going to Kid Elric tonight.
yo, you want some Kid Elric tickets? Come down to a parking lot. Obviously, our boys take a detour to the parking lot, answer that question about this totally real guy, kind of just work their way to the front of the line, gets 4 tickets, then fuck right off of there. They're living their best life. They're gonna go see their favorite boy. But guess what? Joey's waiting for them when they get back. Big trouble.
Word silent alarm mean anything to you? You, and you, gone. Now!
3 weeks grounded, tickets ripped. You could have probably guessed with how mad Joey was that he wasn't gonna let Craig go to the concert. So why then would you leave all your tickets with Craig? Seems fucking stupid. I don't know, but what should I expect from this group of guys? Moral of the story, don't try to impress people. I don't care about Kid Elric. I have no idea their attachment to it. And I also don't care about Ashley's predicament. I do think that the episode has a good message, so I'm going to give Drive a B-. And then we get to 206. Thank you everybody for watching up to this point, but this next episode does deal heavily with sexual assault. So if that is a trigger for you, then please find your way out of the video and come back when we're not talking about awfully sad shit. For those who chose to stay, let's go into episode 206, Shout, Part 1. This is the Paige sexual assault episode, which I did not know came so goddamn early. For some reason, all the fucking huge things that happened in Degrassi, I thought all that came in like seasons 4 and 5 and 6, you know, when shit's like really heating up. For this to happen in the front half of season 2 is very shocking and a dramatic tone shift from where we've been thus far. The episode starts out with a football or rugby, some sort of sports match. I don't know. I didn't pay too close attention to the actual sport. Jerseys, they all look the same. It could have been lacrosse. I don't know. I didn't see six. They could have been bowling. I do not give two shit. There was Degrassi's team, and then there's a rival team. And there's a cute guy on that rival team named Dean. And Paige is so smitten. She is so smitten that she can't even cheer. And she didn't even notice Spinner scoring that winning goal, robbing Spinner of a chance with the girl that he is so deeply in love with.
I knew you were more than friends. I am a winner on the field and with the ladies. I couldn't have picked a better day to ask her out. Paige is the coolest girl in grade 9. You are aware of that.
I thought Paige's thing was she wasn't the hottest girl, that maybe like Jessica St. Clair, this mysterious standard that we don't even see of femininity and popularity is what Paige always compares herself to. And over the season, she learns that popularity, beauty, fame, all this shit is just things that we make up to present ourselves as fulfilled, when really it's about emotional and mental maturity and growth that really makes people interesting and unique.
Do you guys want to come to a party tomorrow night? Help us, I don't know, celebrate defeat? 122A Paige, anytime after 7.
But no, that is not the fucking story. Paige is fucking hot. She is so hot. She can go to college parties and the star of the rival team.
Spinner, chick flicks, so what? Anyway, I am looking to date up this year, remember?
Dating up this year. This year, Paige is dating up, which means no Spinner, because Spinner is bottom of the barrel. Because Spinner has a disorder. He deserves love like everyone else. I don't know if his ADD plays in a factor of why Paige does or doesn't like him. I don't know why Degrassi always shows sports games during the day. When do teams play each other during school? Don't they have school? Oh my God, Dean. She's holding up a handkerchief, running after him like he's on the train station about to leave for war. Remember me. He invites her and Hazel to a party even after she had made plans with Spinner to go see a movie. And Spinner's being super accommodating. He said chick flicks only, nothing with blood or gore. I'm gonna go pick out those movies. Him and Jimmy go to Blockbuster. He's fucking stacked up. That's like a good $20, $30 worth of rentals. Not to mention the huge bags of chips that they grab, which is never priced correctly. As when he gets a text, sorry buddy, my granny's sick.
Spinner, sorry to bail Grandma in hospital.
And Jimmy says, hey, I know a place we can go. Now they're all at the party. They all go to the senior party.
We're totally overdressed.
We do stand out, but that's good.
I don't know if you're overdressed. You're just dressed wrong. I am not the fashionista that Paige is. I will admit my fashion's a little basic, bitch, but I'm working on it.
Slash stuff he does with Lucky.
And W is known as a complete genius.
Oh, yeah, he's totally great.
You might just want to chill.
Excuse me?
He's a little old for you.
You're a little young. Put in the audience mind, oh, Dean is much older than her, and the actor looks much older than her. And they're at like a college party. So was a college playing a high school, or is he just an older senior at the school? It don't matter. When Jimmy and Spinner are spotted at the party, this is when Paige takes Dean upstairs. We need to get away. Is there someplace quieter we can go? And this whole thing is set up. They're using euphemisms. So you kind of think Paige wants sexual intercourse. You get the idea that that is her expectation with how she's speaking.
Let's just go, okay?
No way, I'm this close.
close to what is your goal here, Paige? And I don't think even she knows. If this is intentional on part of the writers, this is a very nuanced and smart way to show the immaturity of Paige. In her mind, she's talking about kissing because that's kind of the stage that she's at right now. To an outsider's perspective, it sounds like she is talking about sex. That is how either Dean interprets it or how he chooses to interpret it. He uses it as an excuse, or maybe it is permission to him to engage in Paige, because she seems like she is very much open and ready for some sort of interaction, just not the one that he was hoping for. But on the other hand, they also play Dean like this is kind of his goal, like this is just what he does. He's kind of dickish and malicious. He doesn't turn the light on when they're upstairs. He's whispering when they're getting intimate, and Paige says, can we take it slower? That's when Dean rushes into the bean.
Said slow.
He just flips into villain mode. And it feels like everything up to that point was very like subtle and kind of nicely laid out. For an episode called Part 1, it is really surprising that this incident happened halfway through the episode. You would expect for this moment to be the cliffhanger, and then Part 2, we're going to be dealing with the fallout of it. Interesting that they decide to move it forward and put some of the fallout within the episode. Now, the incident itself is actually shot pretty tastefully. We are very intimate, and we see the fear and the struggle in Paige's eyes. We can 100% tell that Paige is not into it. The camera pans away to the party, down to Spinner and Jimmy while they're kind of mixed in. This is probably the most graceful way they could have presented this. And a great performance by the actress that plays Paige. After the incident, you can tell there's something hollow in her eyes. There's something kind of dead and missing. There's a sorrowfulness in it. She can't really comprehend why.
Upstairs? Like alone? What do you think, Tara? So you did?
Yeah, we did.
We assume she's bragging about sex, but it turns out she's just hinting at kissing.
Hazel, you don't understand. He didn't just kiss me.
What?
Paige, you didn't. You did it with Dean.
When she confides into Hazel, and Hazel's like, whoa, that's a pretty fucking big deal. Paige goes a little more into details, telling her that she didn't want it, she wasn't into it, he did it without her permission.
If you said no, that's rape.
I like that the show flat out says it. They don't dance around it. They don't victim blame. Hazel is plainly spoken. She tells her exactly what the situation is. And then we get to see Paige try to come to terms with that, try to accept that. When we leave the episode, Paige is in denial. She says she doesn't want anything to do with it. It's her burden to bear on her own, which I feel is a stage of grief, this rejection. I don't want to be pushed into seeking help. I don't want to be pushed into going to the doctors. All my agency, all of my safety has been taken away from me. So overall, I would say this episode does a beautiful job of displaying the emotional impact that comes before, during, and after such a traumatic, horrible event. I'm sorry, what? What's the B storyline? Well, when we're not dealing with the fallout of Paige's sexual assault, we're dealing with Toby and JT.
Oh, Humane Society? We're not animals, we're human beings, and this is disgusting.
It's a man cave.
It's a toxic dump.
Having a squabble over their locker. You keep my locker dirty. This is disgusting. We're partners. We gotta share this locker. Well, I'm gonna tape off the top half and the bottom half of the locker. Top half is mine. Bottom half is yours. Don't you cross it. Well, your sweatshirt arm fell onto my bottom half, which means it's mine now. Cut, cut. cut. What I'm trying to say is the two stories do not mesh. We do get to see JT for the first time. Maybe the first time? I can't remember. We see JT in the panther costume, which is 100% a panther. You know, the very recognizable cat, the panther. That's their storyline. Since this episode is part 1 of part 2, I should probably just cover part 2. It's probably the next episode, unless it's not, and I put in the second disc hoping to find Shout part 2, and instead finding 6 episodes that weren't. I don't know when that's gonna come, when they're gonna circle back around to Paige's sexual assault. I know we're gonna get there at some point. And I am taking the season as it is given to me. Shout Part 1 gets an A- from me. I would have probably given it an A if it wasn't for the completely detached JT and Toby storyline. I get that they wanted to add some levity into the story, but the levity fundamentally distracts from the tone that was presented with Paige and her journey.
Boundaries.
Why do you get to decide what my boundaries are?
Because you have none. My side, your side.
I'm Grayson Todd. Thank you for watching this episode of Degrassi Dissected. How do you feel about it? Do you like my grades? Do you agree with my grades? Please comment below, like it or whatever. I have a Patreon now. You can join me there. Go to patreon.com/Grayson Todd. And there you'll find my tiers, my information. I hope you can support me because I enjoy doing this. And I enjoy doing it for you guys because I care.